All right, Black, Educated, and Broke back in the building with the Shoot Your Shot, Follow for Follow cast. We got Javen, we got BZ Wright, and we left off on the beautiful Winona, who's going to tell us a little bit about her. Hey, sis, who was fashionably late. I made that, but it's okay because she got them cute shoes on and her hair cute, so it's fine. And you can go ahead and let us know why you was late, and then tell us what you do, sis.
So I was getting my hair done, but yes, I am a model. I have my own business as well. I have a hair company called The Unruly Mermaid, but I'm trying. Yes, The Unruly Mermaid.
Oh, I love that.
Thank you.
It's Unruly Mermaid.
Yes. And but
talk about that though. What is that?
Unruly Mermaid. How that came about is it's just describing me, I guess, like because I was born and raised in Jamaica, yes. And then I came over here when I was maybe 6, and like I love to swim, and I just always thought of myself as a mermaid. Yeah, and I do what I want to do, so it's like Unruly came about. So yeah, and then I sell natural hair. Not natural hair. I sell extensions, but I'm getting into natural hair products. Yeah, I'm starting to craft my own products.
Is this part of your hair? Is it your brand?
Yes.
Yes. So what kind of hair is it?
This is Brazilian. This is just Brazilian straight.
Okay, looks nice.
Yeah.
It comes and everything.
Frontal girl. Yes, frontal. Yeah. So this is called my bombshell. So everything is mermaid theme.
I love it.
Yeah. So yes, and then
I love talking about the hair.
Shout with me, girl.
No, I'm just letting them go.
Bundles. And then I model as well. I've done several campaigns. I'm too short for runway, but I've done a lot of print. And so that's a little bit about me.
Okay, I'm asking some specific things because for one, where are you from?
What do you mean?
Like, are you from? I mean, where are you from?
Jamaica.
You're from Jamaica, but like, when you said you moved here, like.
I moved to New Jersey and then I moved here.
Okay, so Jersey, then Atlanta. So now in Atlanta, do you have like a boutique where we can get the hair, or yours?
What I'm doing right now is I sell to a lot of the local salons, like Envy and things like that. So I want to branch out and then go public. Yeah, so I'm working on that.
Is that the biggest goal you want to do with that? Do you want to create a storefront?
I'm having fun being like a behind the scenes vendor right now, but I definitely want to go public. I don't know when, but I'm planning on it.
And with your modeling, what is your ideal goal for the modeling? Where do you want to go?
I want to work with, there's like specific brands that I want to work with. I want to get into more print. I want to do more campaigns. I love that. I love like athletic modeling. Like I've done work with Ethica and I love that aspect of it. So I'll do more stuff like that.
Okay, I like it. You're pretty, looking good. I just want to know what all you did, girl. Okay, so look, she kept it short and sweet, and I love it. I like when everybody rocking their stuff, right? She got her product. She got a beautiful hair, bombshell, Unruly Mermaid. He has on the GH apparel line, and BZ is rocking it too. And he about to give us some live vocals, so everybody is branding today. It's amazing. So look, we're gonna get into the biggest topic that everybody want to get into, which is Clubhouse. Okay, so before I go ahead and pass it to him and Q and have the questions, I want to talk about that's how I met all of them myself.
Cutting up in the room.
I heard them on the group or whatever. I joined the day after Christmas because everybody was talking about this app, and I'm like, I don't want to who want to be in a chat all damn day? And then sure enough, I became addicted. But I got one on the group. It was like Shoot Your Shot, Follow for Follow, and I was just like, okay, well let me listen in. And I noticed in that group y'all wasn't being rude. People like, oh, you can't talk. Only one person can talk. It wasn't any of that. And the people that were talking, it was like good energy. And you, BZ, right, as I said correctly, your energy, you were just so positive the whole time, and like, okay, no disrespect, and let the lady follow, and yeah, go ahead, yeah, good love. And it was just not like, okay, he seemed kind of nice, right? Then Javen was like hella excited and shit. I'm like, okay, who is this excited ass man on this here? I said, but he was excited, but it was the good energy, it was genuine. He was like lit in a good way. I was like, okay, let me just hang on in here for a little bit. And so then when I got to shoot my shot, y'all were so like nice and welcoming, making me feel like, oh my God, I was cool. So I was like, let me keep following that. And so that's how I found y'all. Everybody is. I haven't heard no knuckleheads. But I want to ask, I'm going to give it to any one of y'all. You can both all talk. How did y'all get started on it?
So like,
This gentleman here.
So we gonna keep it all the way 1,000 wow, all the way 1,000 wow. So I joined Clubhouse like December 17th. I ain't know nothing about it. My partners was telling me get on it, but not telling me why. Then my partner actually explained it to me. So I was like, all right, let me go and see what they talking about. So I was getting in a couple of rooms, and I ain't gonna lie, I spent a couple hours, just listening, taking notes and building some. I was doing what I implore everybody else to do. I'm listening to people, but I'm also seeing what people do, and I'm meeting people, and I'm cool, followers up going a little bit. But like the thing I didn't like was a lot of those rooms was like having people, follow the moderators if you want to speak. Yeah. You got rooms that's like you charging you $50 if you want to speak, or if you don't follow the moderators, you cannot speak. I felt like that was whack. I felt like that was lame. So on Christmas Eve, I ain't gonna lie to you, my Christmas Eve started out bad. Let's get that out the way. I was on the way the moment I started to shoot my shot. By the way, it did begin on Christmas Eve. I was picking my car up from Denton because it got towed. So that's how I started mind you, I live in Fort Worth. So literally I picked my car, but I wasn't even tripping though. I had the money to get it out, it was whatever. So I wasn't tripping. It wasn't too expensive. The lady showed me love, took $20 off, so we was chilling. So I'm on the way home and I'm on Clubhouse. I'm like, yo, these people lame. So I was like, all right, I started a room before and it was cool, but this dude, like that's why we say you got to kind of choose your moderators carefully, because this dude was also, he's like, yo, green bean, he's like green bean and whatever. And like, we got some cool little old traffic, but then he started he's like, I want to play a little game, or he started talking about cash apps and it just turned everybody off. So folks started leaving. So I was like, yeah, nah, he blacklisted. You ain't even, no more green beans for you. You need to take all the sides away. You just eat main courses. That's it. It means becoming a moderator. So began the room, got a few people. These two came in. I didn't meet her in the Shoot Your Shot though. Crazy. No, I met her on Clubhouse, but in another room though. You feel me? Like, I don't even know what the room was. I was at Hobby Lobby when we was in some room, and I think I sang in that room actually. But like, I was talking to her about the hoodies and stuff, and I was like, yeah, send me a number, and I'll send you the pictures of the hoodies and stuff like that. And so then I started to Shoot Your Shot, and then she ended up popping in there. He popped in there, but when he popped in, it really didn't take nothing. It wasn't nobody else in the room. He was like, Beezy, I ain't know him, he didn't know me. Hey, yo, green bean me. All right. Bean. So he got then she had came, and honestly why I can't even remember why I did it really, but it happened. Bean. Alejandre, we missing two. Low key is supposed to be here. Shout out to her, she couldn't make it. My boy Alejandre is supposed to be here. Shout out to him. He's in Brooklyn. He couldn't make it. Low key back home where I'm from, she's back in Fort Worth, or where I live at. But shout out my boy Alejandre. We tried to get him on the phone, at least like on FaceTime or something, but he on the road. And so he had to drop his sister off at college in Michigan. That's why he couldn't come. So he tried though. Like, he's the mellow one. Yeah. Alejandre is the one that, you know what I'm saying? He's us, but like a real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wake up, good morning, guys. It's Alejandre. Like, you got him that come with the, it's the morning, guys. It's Alejandre, and when we're doing the Clubhouse, and you're gonna click the settings button, right? Like, he's so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he real chill, like. So I mean, they could. So the way he came about was he was in the audience, and we were actually doing the thing. It was like the second day, and like this dude named Bones. I don't know if y'all familiar. He was a dancer. He was on America's Best Dance Crew and all that. He was in the room, and Dre started fanning out because he looks up to him. Like, that's somebody that he genuinely looked up to. So he fanning out. He like, yo, what's up? You was on woo 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 woo. Yo, slide. What's up? Follow me on the gram. Shoot me a D like that. And they got to actually connect. You feel me? And so that meant something to him. You feel me? That it genuinely did. It made me feel good. So like, but when he was going, like, he was like dropping like gems. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I was just vibing with him. And so he hit me in the DMs. This is still in the infancy stages of the group. He hit me in the DM on IG and was like, hey, what's up, man? Can I be a moderator? You know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And I was like, beamed him up real quick, because, hey, I was already thinking about it anyway. You feel what I'm saying? But, like, he was just whenever he got to connect, you know what I'm saying, personally with the person that he looked up to. And so I was like, you know what, that's dope. You feel me? And he was like, he wanted to help spread that type of, he wanted to help spread that energy because it felt good for him. And he was like, I want to see, I want to know what it's like to be in your shoes and actually be able to create that for somebody else. So I was like, I bet. You know what I'm saying? She's more the background. Meaning she's, because we done had to close the app a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Not the app, but the room, because the app, you know, it's in beta phase. I'm going to let him talk about that. But it's in beta phase. They be giving us issues, and we had to close the room out because folk were getting kicked out. The order gets messed up. So, really, I ain't even talk about what the purpose of the room is. Let me get into that real quick. Yeah. So, what the purpose of the room, now that I got the backstory on how it came up. Purpose of the room is called Shoot Your Shot, Follow for Follow Network. I decided to create a platform where people can come and network whatever they do. I don't care if you sell hot dogs. Come in the room, tell us about your hot dog stand. Hopefully there's somebody that sell burgers. Hopefully you let us know what city you in so that maybe y'all can link up and do a hot dog hamburger party. You see what I'm saying? We don't care. So in the room, we come in, it's called Shoot Your Shot. I ain't gonna lie to you, it had no name on the first day. That Shoot Your Shot stuff didn't come until like 3-4 hours later. I just started saying it, and then I was like, you know what? That's what we're going to call it. So I had to keep telling people, hey, this is going to be called Shoot Your Shot. I just made it up. I ain't going to lie. So we just going to rock with it. And so the vibes, the very first day, it was dope. We ran it from 1 p.m. to like 4 in the morning. First day, like for real. And taking shifts. And then every day for like the next week, it did not end till 4 o'clock in the morning. To the point where we had to get a night owl. Chelsea, what up, baby? Shout out to you. Yeah, she's our night owl. She likes to stay up at night and have them all snoring and acting weird at nighttime, but they be up. You feel me? Yeah. Yeah, take the mic. You on the mic? Yeah, take the mic.
I mean, I jump on the mic, but it's not really anything significant like that. We were speaking earlier when we first got here. I was curious if you guys were the group I was listening to. It was a couple of days ago, and you just confirmed it was because I was listening, and I put the phone down. I think I was cleaning my bathroom or something. Or I took a shower, but I had it up so I could hear it. And you guys were explaining different things like that. And I remember y'all talking about the girl that stays up late, had people snoring. I'm like, whoa, what is this? Like this is like, it's not weird to me because everybody has their thing. And to you, it might sound weird, but to another group of people who have their vice or their thing for staying awake, that appeals to them. And that keeps on, and that's pretty dope. Like, sometimes we got to get away from looking down on people who do things that aren't normal to us, but it's normal to them, and that's how they function. Hell, I'm a night owl, and the shift that I'm working right now, I'm up from when the sun go down to the sun come up. So I got to stay awake, so that could be a time for me to like listen or incorporate different things to keep me awake. So like I think that was dope. So I'm glad I solidified. That helps me for what I'll talk about later. Okay. For what we discussed though. But I'm gonna pass the mic back to you, B.
So pretty much she keep the vibes. I'm talking about she be having them snoring. She be having them and do engaging activity because you know she owns the daycare. So she good at this stuff. She's good at getting people to be interactive. You feel me? So with when you dealing with kids, it teaches you how to get people to collectively tap in and get to collectively be engaged, and that's her method, and they love her. Like a few people been at, what's up? Where Chelsea at? Where the nighttime at? Like they love her. She be doing her thing. Okay, so boom. It is hilarious. When I first heard this, she didn't even know I was listening. Because, you know, it's her world. I opened the room for her, and I'd be like, it's your world. I'm just living in it. But she didn't know I was listening. And so I'm dying laughing because she does that to literally keep them awake. So after somebody goes, she makes them say, all right, tap in, and keep them awake. But if don't nobody say it, she'd be like, oh, y'all know what time it is. Since we can't hear y'all, everybody make a snoring noise. Wake up. Everybody wake up. Like, it's a wake up exercise. You feel me? To keep everybody awake and engaged and keep the positive vibes going because it's getting into it. When we shoot our shot and we doing all the other stuff, the whole point of it, you shoot. I mean, you say what it is you do, where it is you're from, giving other people the opportunity to network with you. You see what I'm saying? But the room that we all base it off of, we pride it off of is respect, good vibes, family oriented space. Like we be up in there. We done had folks cry. We had Miss Angel, shout out to her because she prays in the room. It was another, I can't remember dude's name who prayed for Tijuana. Her name was Tijuana. She gave us a tear-jerking story. I'm talking about what put anybody in their feelings. I don't care who you are. And she got prayed for. We done had this dude, I ain't gonna mention his name, but he
I didn't hear the story, but I remember her being pissed off about a conversation that was had.
it was dope. Mind you, when it was happening, I was at Six Flags, but I was plugged in. Like I always be plugged in. We had a guy who there was this lady. She gave this her spiel. She had a food business she wanted to open, and this guy invested $20,000 to help her start her business. You know what I'm saying? Like the vice president of Nickelodeon, there's a gentleman by the name of Dr. Mark that comes in there. He was just a regular person in the audience, but we brought him up, green beaned him, because when he come in, he's probably like the only person that can come in there and talk for 5 minutes straight and nobody say nothing. And we cool with it because he dropping gems, and he's so well connected. Shout out to you, by the way, big dog. He's so well connected that he's giving opportunities to everybody, and he loves the room. Like he brought Royce Reed in the room. Y'all familiar with Royce Reed from Basketball Wives? Okay. Yeah, firecracker. Me neither. Reality TV, me either. But I remember she was a firecracker. Right, but she's an amazing person. You feel me? And I never judged her because, I never judged reality TV. I think it's all scripted. But I never judged her from the first. But when we chopped it up with her in the group, very beautiful person. But he brought her in, and so he likes the energy of the room because when we in there, of course, we implore everybody to do certain things that help everybody, not just yourself. You help yourself, you help others, follow, get into people's DMs, read people's bios, what have you, see how you can. What we say is after somebody goes, hey, if you found something that can be conducive to you, if you can be conducive to them, or if they can be conducive to anybody you know, shoot the follow, shoot the DM. Get in the DM connect. So we allow, after somebody gives their spill, we allow, hey, the floor is still open. If anybody like what you heard, say something. Hey, I just followed you. I'm finna shoot you a DM. Like we accept that. Like we like feedback. That lets you know that, hey, you said what you said, it was received, and somebody actually is interested in doing business with you. And people are genuinely getting things done. Like we have what we call a wellness check, where we let everybody unmute, because everybody is respectful, and we all take turns. Everybody unmute, go crazy, shout your number out. Go back on mute, go follow 10 people. But everybody's numbers are crazy. So I gained 600 followers on the gram, and I sold out, and I love all that. Like, it's cool to hear that because that's what we trying to do. Like, we could be up in there like, yeah, follow the moderators. By the way, if you want to speak, you got to make sure you follow us. And if you don't, that's it. You just in here just to be in here. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's all for like people play their music. Like, we allow that. Like, I'll ask, hey, can we hear such and such? And that's what's cool because that room genuinely attracts genuine people. So, like, you got people that's not in there for self. Some people don't even shoot they shot no more. They just get up in there to hear other vibes and speak positive on other people. So when people want to play their music, everybody is supportive of everybody. That's why it's so dope. And we actually going to host the event live tonight. So, you know, you will be, I don't know if y'all are pulling up, but you'll be, I know Randy said she was trying to pull up. You pulling up? Yeah, I had to double check. You feel me? So, you know, I just had to double check. But yeah, you know, if y'all pop out, y'all will witness it. We told them we was going to bring the Clubhouse vibes to your face. So that's what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? We drop gems every morning right before, just about the app, about moderating your own room, about he discusses monetizing, she discusses why it's so important to have your Instagram and your important information on the forefront of your bio, things like that. So the whole point of it is just to help everybody out. Did y'all want to comment on with it? I know you want to come up in here. Come on, man. I know you want to comment on it a little bit.
Hey, man. Just like I tell anybody on this platform, what if you were the first million people on Facebook? What if you was the first million people on Instagram? Let's go real new. What if you were the first million people on TikTok? Would you be influential in this world? What if you knew one of the first million? What if you knew somebody like us that's in the 100,000, in the million? Like, this platform is evening playing fields for a lot of us hustle first business people. So a lot of us field runners be in our cars going back to back to back, on our phone making calls. As bad as it is to say, 2020 let us, spread our wings. It put a lot of people and moved them out the way. Like, it's too scary, okay. It's too hard, okay. You want to give up, okay. I don't. You feel me? I don't. Now think about this. They want to monetize, create revenue. Your IG live link, boom, go straight to your IG. Your Twitter live link, boom, go straight to your Twitter. They're trying to, and in the process of adding another live link, which is a Koji live blue link, that'll take you directly to like your online store. And with that Koji link, you can really just implement whatever you had before and whatever you doing new. So you got older websites, you can just put your older websites on there. It's initially like an outlet mall, an online outlet mall. You can promote each individual store that you got, or you can put everything under one hub and promote the hub.
You said that's about to take over on Clubhouse?
That's the monetizing strategy in which they're wanting the most to use. Like, they can go commercial and let everybody use it and all that stuff, run ads, you come to our room every maybe hour. They run an ad, a 30-second ad. And now you got to sit in the room while they run this 30-second ad. Or they can find another way, and they can be smart, and they can be, technological. They can make a new way. You know what I'm saying? Pioneers. At that blue link, give people like us a direct link. I literally had, let's say, 1,000 followers in a week on my IG. Like, Clubhouse generated that much traffic.
Talk about keep doing what you're doing. Talk about all the games you did.
Like, I like when I say, like, all my numbers start going up. All my numbers start going up. Stayed up. I've been doing this for a while. So to find something that conducive, that conducive is crazy. Like, yeah, man, it's crazy, man. But you got to understand, when you're on a place, like, you're listening to somebody from 10 to 12 to 15 hours a day. You got people in those rooms that's literally in there 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. Now, to have someone's attention in the morning when they get in the shower, on their ride to work, they cut it down a little bit, but able to hear it, especially if they in line. You literally taking up hours of people's time. Now, in the world of marketing, they want to talk about a podcast in 30 minutes to an hour. Or if you want to be like Joe Budden, 3-hour podcast compared to a 3-minute song. Well, a 3-hour podcast compared to a 15-hour broadcast. Now, when they start bringing that to the table, because now you got to start comparing. Hey, we are garnering listeners in retention at this rate. You can have 100 million people on your site, but if your retention is only 1 million people, then okay, you got 1%. They can have 3 million people and they retention 2 million people. Like, that's a more valuable company. Like, when you really get down to crunching numbers, that's a more valuable, from the percentage to the numbers. So the retention, it's what people on the internet is looking for. So once this app start really going public and displaying numbers to be a juggernaut in the whole social media realm, no, Facebook, you can't just buy us out or buy the technology and implement y'all. What makes us different from y'all is the people here. You feel me?
That kind of, if I can bring up a point, that made me think about Instagram, because they've created those rooms trying to imitate Clubhouse. They just launched that this week on Instagram, a new feature. Did y'all know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're creating rooms on Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the thing that makes Clubhouse so trendy, so cool, so important is the people on it, not the app, not what it can do, because you've been able to connect voice calls. But to who though?